But I swear to God, I forgot what the topic was about.
It's your topic. How you gonna forget?
Yeah, man, I had a long weekend, bro.
Long. Well, I'm glad somebody
Yeah, long weekend.
can. 'Cause my weekend was
Huh?
very short.
Yeah, yeah. Took the old lady out. We went out. Took her to Ashboro Zoo. She like
Okay.
animals and shit, so I took her there. Did that shit, and then let's see, Saturday we went to Greensboro Science Center and there for the
Okay.
second time.
Okay.
So little stuff like that, so that you can enjoy yourself.
Nice.
Went out to eat.
For
Ran into her ex.
yikes.
Yeah, that
How did,
was a funny. That was a kind of funny feeling because all he did was stare.
no, he didn't stay.
Yeah, I'm looking back at him like, what the fuck? You
My
know.
fresh fade though. I
Oh,
see.
oh yeah. Yeah, you can. I'm my barber.
I
Yeah, he keeps me looking straight though. He keeps me straight.
see. Yes,
But I
sir.
say as soon as I start getting that bald spot, I'm taking it all off. I
Man,
don't do. I ain't doing no George Jefferson.
it don't even look like you even close to that. Nah.
Well, no, you wear hats a whole lot, you eventually start growing bald up in the top of your head. That's why I try not to wear hats a lot.
Yeah, I don't wear no hats. Like
Yeah.
unless I'm having like super bad hair day or something
Yeah,
like
that's the only time I wear a hat. When I know it's time for me a haircut, my shit ain't blending right.
that. Yeah.
Pull out the old baseball cap.
Or it's raining or something like that. That's the only time.
I wear one then. Sometimes I don't even wear one then.
But
Oh,
for some, I was about to say for somebody rushing the heck out of me, taking it on the daggone lie. Yo, God.
What you say, boy?
Oh, you heard what I said, and now of course you can replay it back once the live is done. so you
Yo,
can, so
yo,
you can,
God, we've been waiting on you for 30 minutes, boy.
man, don't worry about how long you been waiting on me for. I'm the star of the show, well.
Hey, you about to tighten your ass up.
You tighten your lips. How about that?
That's all right, nigga.
Tighten.
I'll be there next month, nigga.
You said what?
I'll be there next month. You heard what I said.
Oh, okay. All right, that's what. Yes, sir. I don't like to do all them talking. I like to see action. Hey,
So,
Nisha. I like to do all that. I like to hear action, my guy.
but you don't want.
we're gonna get any females on the line this time.
Oh man,
Instead of them sitting back in the cut.
I hope so. I hope so. We can get somebody on the line because um we're gonna definitely need it if we gonna have to talk about this topic for sure.
Mm.
I'm about to send out a slew of messages, you know.
That's a fresh Boosie fade there, my guy. That's
Oh
a fresh.
yes, bro. Like I said, Chris keep me straight.
That's who
But
cut
yeah, that was
down.
a weird ass feeling, bro. I fucking around and walked up in Texas Steakhouse, and I'm looking at the steak. Old lady, she gonna nudge me. I turn, I look. Here, this nigga looking me in my face. I'm like, he walking out looking back. He with his old lady. He looking. He started looking at us.
Sound like a little jealousy going on there. Eh?
Must be. You know me. I just played my cool and just looked at him. Yeah.
I know one thing. I had somebody playing on my phone yesterday, sending me messages and stuff. I ain't talking about they Big Ray. I ain't never heard of no Big Ray before. Who the Big Ray?
Who that?
Hey,
Right. Who
I
the
tell
hell
you,
does that?
talking about some Big Ray. Talking about call
Start
me, huh?
posting the pictures with your nipples hanging out. I told you they gonna come for you.
Boy, I don't even know who the hell that is, bro. Talking about they know me. I said, man, you got the wrong number, and I blocked the number.
Big racer. He trying to get to know you.
I'm
I'll
out.
find out why they call me Big Ray.
I'm gonna send me your addy so I can pull up and whoop your ass. What?
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 Okay.
I don't know you.
Hey, Big racer. He coming for the buns.
No, Big Ray catch one of the massive shoryukens of his life. He come this way. He gonna think I'm Ken and Ryu all over.
There you
Do
go.
it to him.
Yeah. Well, trying to get some more people in the live, man, so we can start.
Yeah, me and my boys hit the gym today. My moms I grew up with, we went in there. But, you know, quite naturally, we had some of these same conversations. And quite naturally, some of us lost.
Anthony?
Yeah. Him and my boy Buck, quite naturally, he was lost. He was lost in what I was saying. And I was like, you know, I had to start breaking it down. And he still was a little bit on the lost side. Yeah, because see, I mean, he was really lost in it. He was trying to, when I started breaking it down as in cars, he started to get what I was saying then.
Well, hopefully by the end of this live, people will actually get what we talking about here.
Some of them still won't get it because they won't get past their feelings.
Well, hopefully we can get out of that. But let's go ahead and get it started, man, and then hopefully they'll come in as we progressing. Of course, you know, let's have a conversation. Sunday night. This live is always brought to you by King of My Way. So let's get started here. Topic of the day is sexual market value. Brought to you by my boy Papa T. Start us off, man. What you got?
SMV, sexual market value. It's kind of like credit. Everybody has it. Everybody has it, whether it's a low school or a high school. Thing of it is who plays a part in it. For a guy, for our sexual market value, women determine that. It doesn't matter how you feel, what you rate it as, or what you think you are. Women decide that. And vice versa. Men decide what a woman's sexual market value is. Point blank. No matter how you slice it, how you like it. It has nothing to do with how you feel about yourself. Yes, you may feel like a 10. Oh, quite naturally, you're supposed to feel like that about yourself. But how somebody else feels about you is something completely different. If you are a 10 and really are a 10, everybody else out here, and they see you as a 10, you will get the outcomes of a 10. Because every time you turn around, it's always dudes in your face. It don't matter where they're from, where they at, they looking at you. I mean, everybody, just about any guy that comes to you or come at you that's going to be up in your face or trying to holler at you. And we ain't talking about the motherfucking the dudes from around the way or around the block. We talking about no matter where you go, you can go, you know, you go out of town. And guys is like, damn, she fine as hell, she up in the face. Or the guy, everywhere he goes, females is looking at him like, damn, he fine as hell, this, that, and that. Well, that is your determining factor of your sexual market value. Because it's all about who you can attract. Now, the funny thing about that is, the way it works is, as for us guys, as we are younger, ours is not that high. Ours starts to get higher as we get older. For women, it's the other way around. Theirs is high starting out, And as they get older, it starts to go down.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it works. Because you remember, when you was in high school, you would have a lot of guys talking to you, lots of guys talking to you. But as you get older, it starts to dwindle. Not as many guys trying to holler at you. And it also plays another part that plays an important factor in that is where you located at. That also plays an important factor. If you in a place where it's a high population, that's actually going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
If you somewhere in a small ass town, you just going to know pretty much who is within the vicinity or who is within the area. You'll really never know where you at on that sexual market value unless you travel out and you see other people, you meet other people. You're beginning to see like, damn, you got all these people trying to sweat you or trying to holler at you. So the question is, how do you increase it? Well, like I said, for females, most of the time hers is already high, depending on how she looks. If she's fit, if she is, approachable.
Mm-hmm.
It don't mean be stupid for every damn dude to try to approach you, but at the same time, just know, you got guys constantly trying to holler at you and trying to talk to you. Whereas for guys, it's different for us. Like I said, what increases ours is our resources.
Mm-hmm.
More money we make, the more options we got. Because we can move around. We can move around, we can meet more females and stuff like that. But the thing is, those things, those key things right there will get your foot in the door. But it's not going to be what's going to keep the person. So as a female, yes, you can be fine as hell. You can be beautiful. You can be all of this. You can be a damn 10. But whoever you talking to or you get with, if you are not compliant or willing to cooperate with the person that you're trying to get with, you won't stay long. With a guy, yes, I may have all these resources and whatnot, but if I'm not willing to cooperate with you and it's hard for you to cooperate with me, 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna want to stay. You ain't gonna want to deal with it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's little things like that plays a part in your SMV. For women, what takes you down, more bodies you have on you, having kids that, you know what I'm saying, you're not with the father, that sort of thing. Those types of things affect you big time. And for guys, what can hurt us is we have more kids than we can afford. That'll hurt. That will hurt. And then the thing is, you ain't making no money. You ain't got no resources.
Mm-hmm.
That kills you. That's going to kill your sexual market value. You can get all the females you want, but the problem of it is that's just you getting them. After a while, word going to get out. Oh, girl, he broke his head. That motherfucker ain't got no money. And let's face facts. Women ain't going to get with a mother that's broke because she ain't going to carry his ass. She going to get tired of it. It'll get old.
Mm-hmm.
And once it get old, guess what? His ass done. She gonna smarten up and realize it's more to it than just motherfucking, yeah, you cute, you look good, this, that, and third. You got some bomb-ass sex, but you ain't gonna be able to keep her. She gonna move on to the next thing. That's just being real about it. She gonna move on. So you gonna have to be able to not only look good and whatnot, but you also got to be able to bring something to the table that'll make that woman want to stay with you.
I mean, and then on top of that, some women, it might be a little different. Some women have, because this was brought up to me this past weekend. If you're unable to give a woman attention, then sometimes they might downgrade to something else. As far as example, a guy that was a cop, and of course he married to the woman, and he worked 14, 16 hours a day, and of course he's not he's not there with his wife most of the time, and when he is there, he's sleeping, and she's sleeping. So it's really no communication or whatsoever with it. But she ended up messing around on him for a guy that didn't have anything whatsoever. As far as, like, of course, none of the money that compared to a cop.
Right.
And she actually, left her husband for that.
And you know what's funny about that, how that shit gonna play out? She can get tired of it.
Yeah.
It's what you call a temporary fix.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's a temporary fix.
Because
what's going to end up is what I call a short-term decision with a lifelong consequences.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she want that attention when what's going to happen is going into dealing with a guy that's a cop, you should already knew what was going to happen with that, because he ain't going to never hardly be there. Some of these guys, you know what I'm saying, you have to look at the fact is certain jobs require certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like you try to go for a guy making 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever, you already know he ain't gonna never be home. He not gonna never be home because he's gonna be too busy trying to provide you with that lifestyle that you want.
So the question is, did you enter the relationship with the person and they were already doing this?
More than likely, probably not.
They know what they're getting themselves into.
More than likely, probably not. You knew he was gonna be a cop, but you didn't know to the extent of how he was gonna be a cop,
or how demanding that job was.
Exactly.
Right. So, I mean, just looking at it, what the average cop makes about what, $42,000 a year?
Yeah, that's not that much.
Not much. But then,
I mean, are you? Most of the cops I know make way more than that. So
that's why I said it depends where it's at also.
Because most of the cops I know, they making at least 60 to 80K a year.
So what are they, sheriffs? Just regular local police? I mean,
no, these are local police.
They might have went up on it.
Yeah,
they might have went up on it.
You said what, bro?
Where does he live?
I don't know the man personally. This story was brought to me.
I mean, I'm saying, does she want to? I mean, the security and the resources of how much he's making versus how much time you need. I'm saying, if you went into the relationship knowing that being a police officer is a very demanding job, then you should expect some things from that. Like, you should expect that. I mean, honestly, it's just kind of selfish. Really, I understand you want the time and you want to be together, but you know, you hooked up with that man, and chances are you knew that he was going into a very demanding job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why put yourself through that? If you knew that you weren't gonna have that time or get that time and affection that you wanted from a man that works a job that's very demanding, why put yourself through that?
Well, you know the money gonna come, so.
Yeah, that's your security. But if you're gonna up and leave because the man is trying to earn an honest living and bring home the bacon and provide the security and protection and order that you need, why enter into a relationship with that person? You usually got, like,
that's the question for a woman.
Yeah, right, but it's like I said before, a lot of them want a lot. They want the attention, they want the money, they want this. But unfortunately, I can't go out here and get a job paying me, you know, making 8 hours, you know, working 8-hour shift, paying me $70 an hour.
Love don't pay.
That is not reality. You know, that's kind of delusionary shit. And then if you get with, like I said, if you get with a job that's a CEO of a company, you got to expect the fact is he going to be called in all times of the night, all times of the day, meetings he got to go to. He ain't never at home. What's going to end up happening is because you're not getting the attention you need, you're going to seek that attention elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And boom, there it is. That's just the way it's just how it is. You gotta make some kind of sacrifice. You're gonna have to accept some things. This is how it's gonna be.
So back on the sexual market value, when women, or how women view men when it comes to the sexual market value, do y'all agree that part of it is basically because we all know that women don't, looks are not everything. They don't just go off of looks alone. Do y'all agree that it's more so how the man makes the woman feel, which raises his sexual market value?
Well, for me, you gonna have to get to the looks first. Because if you're an ugly motherfucker, she ain't really gonna hold a conversation with you. First of all, she don't even hold a conversation with you. Because she gonna look at you like, ugh, you know, you ain't gonna be able to get her attention. You gotta first get her attention. So either you gotta have something that's tangible, which is either you spending a lot of money, you driving a nice ass car, you gotta get her attention somehow to even get to the point of making her feel like anything.
Or you can have a good talk game.
Yeah, but that talk ain't gonna only go so far. But first, you got to be able to hold a conversation with her. And let's face facts, a lot of females ain't gonna even give you, if you walk up to a female, you looking bummy as hell. You can have all the damn talk game in the damn world. It ain't gonna mean she gonna hold a goddamn conversation with you if she's not at least somewhat attracted to you. She's got to be somewhat attracted to you in order for you to even hold that conversation. And it's like, that's one of them things people seem to neglect to just see. You know what I'm saying? Because she look at you. How old are you? That'll be the first thing. That'll be one of the damn things she gonna look at, because she see the gray in the beard and this, that, and third. Or either you be, you know what I'm saying, 300 plus pounds and you approach her. You can have all the game in the motherfucking world. But you got to first get to that point to hold that conversation with her. But if she's not attracted to you and she's not giving you that chance to hold that conversation, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to approach her. She's got to be approachable.
That's different. Well,
she's got to be approachable.
It depends on her personality too.
Right. And
yeah, it would also depend on the man's personality also, wouldn't it? Because if I'm this ugly guy, but I can make you laugh like a motherfucker, I'm probably sure to get the cheeks.
Exactly. That's why
I mean, that still holds true to this day. If I can make you laugh, I'm in there. I'm in there. So let me ask you this, right? So the just on the attraction level, on as far as the man's high sexual value, men peak at what age? Is it what? 20?
In their, they start to peak in their 30s. Yeah, in their 30s. Because that's when they start making that money.
So I was saying, when I was looking at the statistics, they were saying that from the age of 28 to 50, 28 to 45,
yeah, 40, that's all getting to.
And going into 50. But I would like to increase it to 50 because there are 50-year-old guys out there that are still dating 20-year-olds.
Exactly.
Like you said, bro, that's when they're at their financial peak.
Yeah.
They're also what you would say more established. And they're also mature. At that age, they don't really have time to play with their life, and they really won't play with their partner's life at that age.
They're more mature.
Yeah.
They got a better understanding about life.
Right. And women peak at about what age?
20. Because you gotta think about it. Like I said, their value is based on their looks.
It'd be like 27. It shouldn't be. Ain't it 27?
I think so. But they come into that shit at the age of 20.
Bro, you have time. Give me the statistics, my boy.
I was gonna say I've seen anywhere from 20 to the age of 28.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like 27, 28, something like that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm looking at it from where it starts at. That's what my shit is coming off at. It started at 20 and up to,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
28.
yeah. So typically the guy that doesn't look all that great and has a great amount of resources and also status, and I'm going to go ahead and say personality, can pretty much land whatever kind of female he wants, you know, if those qualities are there. With a female, is you know, that peak is at age 28. So uh, and 9 times out of 10, they usually go for the they typically like to go for the older guy simply because he's more financially stable, and they
Yeah.
go for the guy period that has a uh, greater source of resources. So, you know, for one to be able to afford the things that they couldn't afford, you know, as far as paying their bills and other
Or
things,
she ain't got to struggle.
or she ain't got to struggle. And then that too, that's the security blanket. Um, and it's more than, I think it's more than looks with us also for the female. You know, I think they gotta have those qualities that we were naming.
Ability to cooperate,
Yeah,
being fit.
submissive.
I mean, just being polite, feminine and polite, you know, she ain't masculine.
No.
No, none of that masculine energy. You know, those things, those simple things like that would increase her shit. I mean, and she could be what you call an average looking female. The fact that she's fit and then on top of that, she's polite, that would increase her shit drastically. Just having that, just being able to hold a conversation with somebody and not be all masculine as hell, that increases her shit drastically.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can be the baddest chick in the world and you got all that masculine energy, that dude will mess around and choose a damn chick that ain't got nothing over you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, and she
Or
won't
have,
even look as good as you.
or have both.
Right. And he would literally choose her. I mean, a girl that's got less working at McDonald's, he would choose her. Just that's, I mean, without even hesitating.
Look, check this out. This is talking about the male sexual market value formula, which is considered short term. And it basically says looks matter for casual sex. Let me get y'all's thoughts on this. It says looks matter for casual sex. But if looks are equivalent standing naked as you wake up in the morning, then game thought of as the whole marketing of that package also matters hugely. Game takes that basic package you've got and seeks to maximize the presentations of oneself. Game is the equivalent of marketing and sales. Everyone engages in game. Conversation, personal style, nonverbal language, bonding and vibing with others. They're all game. And of course, mating intelligence, or what people usually refer to as game in seduction circles, is also considered game. So what y'all was talking about earlier, the whole seduction talk, the game works in short term for
That
cap.
is if you're trying to hit something for the night.
Right.
Yeah, if you're trying to hit something for the night, oh yeah, you can get away with that. But if we talking about something long term, that's what I'm pretty much, I guess that's what I'm referring on as far as, you know, settling down, that sort of thing. But if it's just trying to nail something, yeah, you're gonna need looks, you're gonna need game, you still gonna need some kind of resources. You know, you may now that then again, you really don't need resources in that situation. You don't need no resources. You
Check
just
this,
try to nail something.
check this out. It says games work best in short-term dating, just as marketing and sales works best in selling the product.
Mm.
Facts.
Once the sale has been done, the intrinsic qualities of the product tend to come to the fore, which is why a game that revolves around true self-development is the best way of improving one's own sexual market value for both short-term and long-term. So learning how to talk, keeping yourself groomed, smelling good, the seductive talk, what they call the mating intelligence,
Yeah.
they're all necessary for both short-term and long-term.
Yeah. You're going to definitely need those either way, regardless.
So they have a chart. Let me show you this chart. Let me tell you the thing of this chart.
I wanted that the same one I seen.
So this is the chart that
Yeah,
they got.
that's the same one. That's the same one I seen.
Yeah, age is 7%, status is 13%, personality is 9%, resources is 6%, looks is 35%, and game is the other 30%. So looks and game, according to this chart, they dominate over status, age, personality, and resources.
Yeah, but yeah,
Now I
because
can disagree with that.
in
I can.
in the short term, you know, your status don't really make a difference because for one thing, you might not even get to that conversation.
What'd you say? Status?
What's the status?
Yeah, status is 13%.
Yeah.
Well, that depends on which age group you're looking at, because you got to think about it. A guy with a lot of clout, status, what they saying, think about it. You got to think about that for a minute. Somebody with a lot of clout or status, as you would say, they can get a lot of ass off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think about it, they ain't gotta have no game whatsoever.
It's also because depending on their status comes with resources.
Yeah, it does. But thing is, it was somewhere where I read, well, the guys on Fresh and Fit, they broke that down. That clout chasing. Because a lot of them will use that as a means to get themselves out there to get known by people. You know what I'm saying? Just so, you know what I'm saying, to get themselves up. Cloud chasing. That's all cloud chasing is.
Yeah.
So if it means getting up some ass to get that clout, I mean, think about it. I mean, just like some of these rappers out here that's garbage as hell, but because they known on the radio, this, that, and third, some women will give ass up just to say that, yeah, I slept with him, blase, blase, yada, yada, yada. That's
right.
Just keeping it a stack. I mean, yes. You don't believe that. You sit back and you look at somebody, you look at damn Jay-Z. He ain't no pretty motherfucker. That nigga got a set of lips on him. You
got Kodak Black, you got Lil Wayne.
You know what I'm saying? Look at some of these moms, man. They don't look too damn hot, but yet at the same time, they can go out here and hit any female they want. And I don't think a lot of it got nothing to do with spitting no game.
Because of who you are.
Right.
Status and resource.
Yeah, they got status. You can have game, you can spit all the game you want, but if you looking just to get something for the night or whatever, it ain't gonna matter. You can nail pretty much any woman that you want. Point blank. If you got good game, yeah. But you still gonna have to have some kind of looks about yourself.
Wait a minute. Okay, so it makes sense. It makes sense. That chart is for short term.
Yeah, it says short term.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we was. Now the one for
long term, it's gonna be a whole total different ball game. It's gonna be something different.
Yeah, that's a big different graph.
You damn right, it's a big difference.
Huge different big graph. Like, what is that resources? What's that percentage?
Resources is the highest. It's 27%.
Right.
That's what I thought. What's the black one?
So let me ask you this question. Women and women are typically looking for what? Long term or short term?
Long term.
Long term.
So that short term don't even matter.
Right.
But a lot of them keep choosing short term though. They are picking based off of short term.
Are you
Go ahead on that.
Are you sure? Are they picking for short term, or are
So,
we
but see what I'm
are we
saying? The
making?
way they, what I'm saying is, they ain't picking. They don't realize that they're picking. They're using techniques that's made for short term, not for long term. You see what I'm saying?
Elaborate on that, brother. Give away the game.
Okay, let's say for instance they meet a guy. They ain't checking into, what is he doing for himself as far as, do he got a business, or is he trying to settle down, this, that, and third. He might be shooting them game. But what I'm saying is, oh, he cute, he this, he that. How old is he? Oh, he's around my age. How old are you? If he ain't sitting down, if this dude is with 20-some years old, 24, 25, 9 times out of 10, he probably ain't thinking about settling down yet because he still ain't matured yet. He's still building his money. He probably just looking for something for the night. But see, you thinking you're going to be able to change him. And that ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen. And what you're going to end up doing is the techniques that you're using is made for short term, not for long term. And what end up happening is you end up being a fuck for the night. And then you're trying to figure out, well, what happened? It's the techniques that you're using. If you don't believe it, you can go back and you can look at pretty much most females who are out here still in the dating pool. The techniques that they're using, they don't even realize they're using the wrong techniques. And they end up pulling something for short term instead of something for long term. Because see, they're not thinking about getting married. Well, I ain't ready to get married yet. And I ain't trying to settle down yet. I still got my life ahead of me, and this, that, and third. And then once they get to that certain age where they ready to do it, guess what? Them dudes don't want you. Because that's a whole new batch of young girls out here. So, because you're going to go for a guy that's making the same kind of money you make. Well, the problem is the kind of guy that you want, he's not checking for you. He's checking for the younger girl. Less bodies, more cooperative, and more or less likely to give him a kid. That's just how it is. I mean, it ain't trying to be funny, and it's not trying to be ugly, but he don't care about your money. You can make all the money you want, but he don't care nothing about your money.
Right.
He already making the money. He wants somebody that will cooperate with him, that'll
Now,
work with him.
does anybody disagree with this chart here? This is for the female sexual market value.
Let me see this.
Good God Almighty!
What the? Yeah. Wow.
What is that, Red?
That looks.
What did I say? Looks is a major factor.
So by this chart, men really don't care too much about.
They don't care about nothing but looks.
Boom.
Age is 8%. Status is 1%. Personality is 2%. That's what could actually kind of fuck us too.
That yellow.
That yellow is game.
Really?
Resources. Resources is 0.
Because they don't care. Because they make the money already.
They don't care nothing about your status. They don't care nothing about your resources. They rarely care about your age. What was the pink? The pink was age, right?
Pink is age.
Okay, yeah. Personality 2%. So
damn.
So really all we care about as men is resources and game.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that big of a gap.
That's
a big ass gap.
That's short term though. Give us the
What's the long term?
Yeah.
So hold on, before I get to that.
I know it's gonna change up a little bit. It's probably not gonna change up that much.
It's gonna change. I believe it's gonna be. I think it's gonna change drastically.
You think so?
I think maybe so.
I don't think it's gonna change that bad.
Hold on, we're gonna see. So game for women is the ability of making him horny.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
which of course is strongly tied to looks as well.
Yes, it is. Which
Yeah.
But also it complements looks or can make up for looks partially.
you said game can look can partially make up for looks.
Partially.
Partially. Yeah, partially. That's what I said. Partially.
Yeah. Now, surprisingly, look at this. Now here's for the female sexual market value long term.
Ooh, I told you it was gonna change. I told you it would change.
Looks is still what, 30-something%?
No, looks is 29.
Well,
Look,
30.
faithfulness 20%, age 26%.
Ooh.
So it's like, damn, it's battles like hell.
What's the black? What's the black?
Status.
Yeah.
It
Look,
don't matter.
Blue is
that goes that personality.
Yep, I knew it. The
I'm gonna
blue.
tell you something. I'm
What
gonna tell you
percent?
something for real. And with this personality, if you can make a woman laugh, a large portion of it, and it makes sense here and now too. Despite how most men treat women, you know, whether it's dirty or bad or whatever they want to call it and consider it, you know, I figured it out that they can stick around in situations with that man due to his personality and how he makes her feel. You know, like it's almost like Will and Jada. You know, Jada says Will, you know, pisses her off like like you wouldn't believe. But right behind that, he can make her laugh like a motherfucker. So he's able to bring her back. You know what I mean? Like,
Snap back.
yeah, it's how he's making her feel, and it's his personality.
That's
So it
that
makes
up and
sense.
down shit.
Yeah,
Women
he
like,
he can maneuver he can maneuver the relationship how he wants just by his personality and making her laugh. He probably could do the worst shit ever and somehow make her laugh about the shit. And make her end up, I ain't gonna say forget, but you know, take the sting out of the situation.
So
yeah,
let me be clear. When they say female sexual market value, they're talking about how the man rates them, correct?
yes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Pretty
Well,
much. And it also shows you how simple we is.
Yeah.
Simple as fuck.
so this is what it says for the female long sexual market value long term. It says, when it comes to long-term dating, men act more like women, screen harder, and look more at the overall package. And of course, the inverse is also true. When operating with a short-term mindset, women become more like men. Whenever I hear a man who wants a woman with a master's degree, for example, I know he's not a player, or at least he's not anymore, and now he's looking to settle down.
Mm, mm,
It says age is interesting, especially since red pill communities, there are a few popular charts only based on female age to assess her sexual market value. But also age is relative and it matters more for men who want children in monogamous relationships and within monogamous cultures with marriage institutions. In non-monogamous cultures, men are not stuck with the woman for a lifetime. So as long as she's fertile, age matters comparatively less. While you would see the 50-year-old with the you know with the mid 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Faithfulness, the most sought after trait in a few scientific surveys, also matters less to very high status men in polygamous cultures. These men have many women, so they care less about what each single one of them is doing, unless they're jealous, paranoid. Exceptions always apply.
Hmm.
well, The charts is exactly how I envisioned it.
That's how I also seen a lot. But that one, that short term, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
What
make a whole lot of sense.
most of us men, very the majority, the first thing we're looking at is looks.
Yeah, short term.
Short term.
Yeah, short term. Yeah, she look good. Yeah, I knock her down. But when you looking at somebody that you want to make her your
Yeah.
wife long term, there's a whole lot of other things to come into play.
Yeah, because you want a business partner.
Yeah, there's a whole lot that's gonna come into play. You know what I'm saying?
When we inch towards that long term, the the more balanced the chart becomes.
Yeah, we look
Yeah.
at something that's more balanced, more
Mhm.
down to earth, and a
Mhm.
lot of time that comes with the average female.
I'm
Believe
gonna
it or
tell you,
not.
huh?
It's sad. Most times, something like that comes more along with the average female. Balance like that, the average female most time has that. The average. I ain't talking about the bottom of the pile. I'm talking about the average, the one that's, she's balanced. She willing to listen to you, hear what you saying. She ain't doing a whole lot of makeup, the crazy hairstyle. She don't do a whole lot of that. She might do it, but she don't do it that often. It's like one of them things. It's like sometimes she understands that in order for her to want something, she goes to work. She don't mind working, but at the same time, she still don't mind being feminine as a woman should. Those things, it's those things that those are the females that end up being wifey material. Those are the ones that end up being wifey material. She's more down to earth. She not over the top. You ain't gonna hear her, coming off, coming out of mouth sideways at you. When she got a problem, she'll sit down and y'all will actually sit down and have a real conversation. She ain't loud. She ain't, obnoxious as hell. She understands you're polite. She don't mind asking you how you doing or how you feeling. That's a down-to-earth female.
So look, and this was based off survey ranks and characteristics that are commonly sought in a mate. So this is a list that is preferred by males. Males prefer kindness and understanding, intelligence, physical attractiveness, exciting personality, good health, adaptability, creativity, desire for children, college graduate, good heredity, good earning capacity, good housekeeper, religious orientation. This is the list preferred by females. Kindness and understanding, intelligence, exciting personality, good health, adaptability, physical attractiveness, creativity, good earning capacity, college graduate, desire for children. It's pretty much the same, but they got them. They just got them listed in different orders.
They in different orders.
Yeah. I guess you can start with the top ones or the main ones that we look for, and then, as the relationship further progresses towards long term, you start to find out the other stuff.
Yeah. In most cases, that's when you find out everything else. The longer you be with somebody, the more stuff you find out about them.
So it gives a list of female adaptive problems. Adaptive problems is selecting a mate who is able to invest, selecting a mate who is willing to invest, selecting a mate who is able to physically protect her and children, selecting a mate with good parenting skills.
Okay.
They said those are the problems that they have.
The adaptive problems, yes.
You do know why that is, right?
I know. I've been through this one. The whole parenting skill thing. But go ahead.
I look at it like this. A lot of that stuff stems from feminism. I'm sorry. It just does. And some people cannot make that connection on how it starts. And that's just being real about it. And they don't get it. Because when you are a child, you learn a lot from your parents. And when you take one parent out of it, that child ends up lacking. But it's not going to stop that child from getting older. A good analogy would be if anybody ever saw Baby Kids. So what do you think they would be like if they was adults right now? Because believe me, them reproducing is not going to stop. Mm-hmm. That's going to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think they're going to be producing? Bad apples. That's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's just what's going to happen. And I tried that, and you know, some people don't seem to understand or get when that happens, it destroys everything, the foundation. And when you destroy the foundation, everything goes right out the window. So at some point, you have to sit back and wonder, where did we go wrong at? A lot of things, certain things change, a lot of things, certain evolution is not always good. I'm sorry. If you learned anything from the Terminator, I hate to use that movie, but if you learned anything from the Terminator, you're going to learn one thing. The AI going to always eliminate what the problem is. It always going to go right back. So when you sit back and you look at everything, everybody can go into the future and look back at where it all started from. It started from feminism. Mm-hmm. There was nothing wrong with women having rights. But see, the problem is it didn't start there in our household. It started in another household that bled over into ours. And it destroyed a lot of our stuff. And we never got ours back. Some didn't get theirs back. But for the most part, we hit the bottom and stayed at the bottom. Everything is out of order. It's completely out of order. So therefore, you took the man out, being that the man was taken out in the very beginning. You now have the men that you have today. They have a whole lot of them don't have no structure. They have no structure. If you still don't get it, let's look at it this way. Men understand you have winners, you got losers, right? Okay, you got winners, you got losers. The more you started to come into today's time, what do you have? Well, everybody's a winner. That is not true. You got one team that wins, you got one team that loses. But if you're giving a trophy to everybody on the damn team, even the losers, they didn't earn it.
Right.
They didn't earn it. From a man's perspective, you got winners, you got losers. From a woman's perspective, well, everybody is a winner. It's about emotions and feelings.
Everybody's not equal.
Right.
Darn, fix my man's shirt.
You talking about my beef? It hit me right here.
Hey, that's how it's supposed to be. Hey, you let your chain hang.
Yeah. But yeah, you got winners, you got losers. Now I understand what women was trying to do, but you made a bunch of soft ass dudes. You made them soft as hell. That did not help. That does not help the future women. And that's the reason why we got part of the problems that we have now. You created the very thing you hate. Guys that don't, that's a lack of understanding that they didn't take into account. I understand what they was trying to do, but you kind of made a mess of things.
Hey, quick question. Do y'all feel like female wear blinders to low status men?
Yup. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't be choosing them.
What you think, bro?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, definitely wear blinders.
So, women, when they still can exercise the power of choice, tend to ignore lower status men for long-term pairing and to sometimes even ignore their existence if they are also not attractive.
Because they think they can change them. They can fix them. That's that nurturing coming out. They think they can make this mug into this. They can make him into this, into
So,
what they want or what they looking for.
so do you think that's the attitude going into a relationship with a man that has nothing? And they
Yep.
say, well, it's not about money. It's not about money. So, I love him. But is it really more so because of the fact that they think that they could change the man?
I think some of them think they can change him. They think if they love him enough, he'll change. But what they don't realize is the moment that you take a dude that's on this level, and let's say, for instance, she's up here, he's down here. The moment that she brings him up here, she not only did she what she's done is she's opened the door to women that he couldn't get before. He couldn't get those women before. So now she just brought him up here to this status. So now he has access. That's just like, say, for instance, one of us was out here and let's say, for instance, one of y'all or one of us hooked up with Rihanna. We now have access to women that we couldn't get before because those women that she's surrounded by, they're going to be like, damn. So what's so damn special about him?
Yep.
And then the moment that, let's say, for instance, it don't work out between you and Rihanna. Think about it. You just opened up a doorway to much you couldn't get before.
Yep. You now set for life, for real.
Yeah, you got access to other women, to other high profile women.
And you always gonna be put into that category now, even though you're not with
You're not supposed to even be in that category.
and you ain't even supposed to be even in that category.
Right.
Definitely chose one with Rihanna though. Ain't she a billionaire right now?
Yeah.
Right. But that's just, as an example, that's what you just brought yourself up to. You know what I'm saying? So it's the reason why a man normally he has to work himself up to a certain status. That's the reason why he can look down and get a female, at a lower status versus it going the other way. Because when it goes the other way, it turns out good for him, but it don't look good for her. Because she gonna be a little bit on the sour side because she gonna look at the fact is, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be where you at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I am now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't say there won't be some guy that might, choose to be with that woman, but we already know how that normally goes. A woman that chooses a dude on a lower status like that, she tends to be a little bit more masculine and controlling over him, and it's going to be a turnoff to the dude. And he already knows he's going to borrow time, so he might as well start looking for a way out. So, in most cases, that's what he does. Because she really don't respect him as a man because she's having to carry him. He's not carrying her, she's carrying him. And that's going to only go for so long. She's going to only do that for so long. She's going to eventually get tired of it. And she ain't going to have no respect for him. Because he is the man. He's supposed to be the man. I mean, you as a man, you shouldn't have to be sitting back looking for a woman to take care of you. So, I mean, hell, you just went and got another mama.
So what about vice versa? I mean, the man is supposed to be the protector and
the provider and the protector. Is normally that's what he's bred to do. But the problem is it's not being instilled in him So a lot of them is kind of lost in the sauce.
Or
They
what I'm
finding out later on down the road what
what
your purpose is.
what I'm asking is a shoe on the other foot. Let's say the man is making all of the money.
Yeah.
Do you think at times it like in this day and age, at times is it very stressful on the man, or does he not really care if she's making money like that?
And most times, I don't think he really cares.
Mm-mm.
He really doesn't care. It only becomes a problem is if she starts wanting more than what he can provide, and she's not content or see that this man is doing the most, and and if she's asking for more, then that lets me know that she don't even appreciate that man for what he's doing. She don't appreciate what he's already doing. And some people tend to get, comfortable and forget where you could be if you wasn't there. You could be in a worse situation. You could be with some damn body where you carrying them. But as I said before, in most cases, when a woman chooses to downgrade like that, that relationship don't last long. It might go year, 2 years, maybe even 3. After a while, she gonna get tired. It's gonna get old, and she already knows that she can do better.
Right.
She knows that she can do better.
I found I don't want to backtrack, but like going back to the looking at the breadwinners, I found like an article where they did research from the U.S. Census Bureau, and it's real psychological for men, but it was saying that 1 in 4 heterosexual married couples, women make more than their male partners. But a new study from the University of Bath suggests that this trend is impacting male partners' mental health. The study 6,000 American heterosexual married couples over the course of 15 years to see how this shift has impacted people's physical and mental health, life satisfaction, and relationships. They found that men felt the most anxious when they were the sole breadwinner in the family, and the least stressed when their women partners were contributing at least 40% to the household income. But as women started to make more money past that point, men became increasingly uncomfortable and stressed, according to the findings. And so they say the reason is traditional social gender norms suggest that men should be the breadwinners in relationships. Even though the tides are turning, many Americans adhere to the deep-rooted unconscious belief that men must be able to provide financially to be a proper provider for their family. Explains Farnoosh Torabi, financial expert, and that's the guy that's pretty much was saying it. If you're not fulfilling that expectation, it has the potential to damage your self-esteem and self-worth.
In other words, like I said before, a man that gets with a woman that's where she's the sole breadwinner, a lot of times what's going to end up happening is he knows he's on borrowed time. And it's only a matter of time before she's going to be putting his ass back out.
Sheesh.
It's only a matter of time. Right now, he just occupying space. He's just occupying space. I don't give a damn how much he clean. I don't care how much he do whatever. It ain't working because she's going to get tired of it. She's going to. It is what it is. Eventually, she will get tired and she's out. Or either his ass is out.
Yeah,
It seems to always work when it's the other way. Because if you sit back and you really think about it, you take off the blinders and you start at the damn 80s and look who were the main breadwinners in the house. It was the woman, am I right?
When?
If you sit back, if you was to start at the 80s and look back, start at the 80s and look all the way up into now, who are the main breadwinners in the house? The women, right? If you really sit back and look at it, who was leading most households? The women was taking care of stuff. That's speaking in our communities.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, look who was doing it. But if that was the case, if they could do it better, then why are we still in the same spot? I'm just saying, it's not to pick on them, but at the same time, it's the people that was before them that kind of suckered them. It's just like with the serpent suckering Eve. You got suckered. You got played. It's not personal. Everybody makes mistakes, but it's not like you don't have the keys to be able to go back and fix it. It's not like you don't know what it takes to fix it. Are you willing to fix it? I guess many of them scared to, if you go back to there, men gonna be doing this, men gonna be doing that. We don't evolve from, we don't beat women in the head and that sort. We not on that. We supposed to be working together as a family unit.
Absolutely.
That's the way we supposed to work as a family unit. The way I explained it to my old lady is, you're my better half. Whatever I don't know or don't understand, that's where you come into play. You come into play. You fill in the gaps. We work better that way. If it's something that I don't understand or something that I don't know, then we roll with that. That's where you fill in the gaps. But for the most part, my role as a man is protector and provider. That is my main role. Everything else, we work it as we work it. That's yin and yang. My main role is provider and protector. Her main role is nurturer. You know what I'm saying? She does what she's supposed to do. That's her job. That's her responsibility. That doesn't change. Yeah, of course, I might help around the house as far as cleaning, cooking, that sort of thing. I still do that, but that's not majorly my role. That's the way that shit works. Is sometimes some jobs just bleed over into others. But for the most part, it always still focuses on what your main job is. Your main job is provider and protector. Her job is nurturer and taking care of, things around the house. That's still her job. But sometimes it kind of blends in. But it always goes back to the original shit. It always goes back to the original state. So what I do, like I said, yes, I pay a majority of most of the bills. I pay a majority of most of the bills. Anything that goes wrong with the car, I take care of that. Somebody come knocking at the damn door, I the one who answered the door. I'm going out there to see who the fuck it is. I'm going to see if something is wrong and she called me, I'm going to see what it is. That's what I do. That's my main job. But there are times where she might lean in and do a little extra. Or there's times that I lean in and help around the house as far as, like I said, the cooking, cleaning, that sort of thing. It's not the point of putting everything. This is my job, and that's all I'm doing.
No,
I
it
ain't clean. It don't work that way. It does not work like that.
didn't work that way.
That's what I mean by we have evolved from that. Now, back in those days, it may have been, all I'm doing is I cut the grass, I fix shit around the house. That's all I'm doing. You're going to do that. That's your job. That's not how we function in this day and time. We function like this. Yes, I would do, I help you cook, clean, do that. But I'm not going to solely do it all by myself. I'm not going to do that. Plus work my job too. No, that ain't going to work. Most of this is on you. Just like all of this is on me. So when I see that you need some help, I'm going to help. I'm not going to just throw it all off on you. But don't expect me to sit there and do and still do that as well as that too. Understand, you have a job to do just like I have a job to do. I'm going to take off my motherfucking hard hat and put on my chef hat. That's just the way it works. When I come in the house, yeah, I'm going to take off my hard hat, my worker's hat, and I'm going to put on my chef hat.
Mhm.
Go in there and clean. I'm going to throw on my apron and help her, vacuum, sweep, mop, wash dishes. I'm going to do that. But
Right.
that's a sometime thing. It's not all the time thing.
Let me ask you a question though, bro. For like women that you know, that are single, older women that are single, and they're looking to get back out there you know, back out there in the market. Are there some things that they could do to increase their value in the market?
It ain't too late because there's always somebody for everybody. That's just the fact of the matter is.
Mm-hmm.
What would help them is being, okay, one, is just being polite, being able to, you know, being approachable and carrying yourself, you know what I'm saying, carrying yourself in a way that's, you know, you ain't got to expose all your damn goods. You know what I'm saying? You can be sexy without having the motherfucker put your titties out there. You know what I'm saying? And turn down the masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? You want a man to approach you, you got to be more feminine. God will approach. And understand, not all dudes got good ass game. Point blank. Because half of them is scared to approach. If you ain't got a smile on your face or some kind of pleasant smile, dudes is less likely to say anything to you. They'll look right there at you and walk and keep walking. Because they can't even say hi to you without, I got a nigga. Well, I got a man. I ain't looking to take care of nobody. I ain't looking to take care of no grown-ass man. Okay. Not like I needed you to take care of me, but cool. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, you have to be approachable. I understand. I don't need you to tell me, well, my kids come first. I didn't say your kids didn't come first. I'm trying to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Don't treat me like one of your kids and don't treat me like your ex because I'm not your ex.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got nothing to do with what he did. I understand he may have did you wrong, but you have to be honest about yourself. What is it that you did? What parts did you play in? Because I'm pretty sure you're not innocent. You're not as innocent as you like to call yourself, but it is what it is. We all play a part in that somewhere.
Yes, sir.
We all play a part in that somewhere. I could have been, you know, guys act like, man, I ain't did nothing. You did something. You did something to piss her off. You know what I'm saying? What didn't you do? That'll be my first question. What did you not do? I heard what you did, but what did you not do? And I say the same thing to the female. What did you not do? Because you ain't completely honest. You ain't completely you know, without fault. Because at some point, you had to play a part in that somewhere. Because if you ain't doing your part, guess what? You know, just like you gonna go somewhere else, so did he. I mean, somebody in there, somebody got to take parts for all parts that they play. And that's just being completely honest with not just with yourself, but with everybody else. Because believe it or not, everybody plays a part.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody plays a part. Because you ain't without fault. Nobody's without fault.
So the sexual market value. So it gives people an understanding that, you know, numbers can help put reality in a perspective where, you know,
Where you stand,
where,
pretty
where you
much.
pretty much where you stand and where you stand.
It gives you an idea of where you know, it's like.
So when you be expecting, I think you muted, bro. Can't hear you. Can't hear you, bro.
I don't think he
Yo.
I don't think he realized it. We can't hear you. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Might have to go back. You might have to go out and come back in.
Yeah. Nah. I don't know. We don't know.
Try to go out and come back in.
There you go.
Yeah, he's about to go in on that.
Yeah, he was about to go in, and they said, "Nah, you talking too much."
Yeah, sexual market value is a real thing, man. I mean, it's some shit that you can look up, but it helps you stand. It gives you an idea of where you stand in society and how you can be viewed and looked at. So, and typically average people get other average people, and even people want this.
Yeah, I'm back now.
There you go.
Okay, back what I was saying. This right here is the '67 Nova Super Sport made by Chevy, right?
Yep.
Now, if I was trying to sell this car, if it was a real actual car out there in the street and I was trying to sell it, everything depends on who I'm trying to sell it to. So the whole sexual market value works the same way. If I'm trying to sell this motherfucker, who am I trying first? I need to figure out who am I trying to attract to. To get the best bang and the most for this car, it would probably be better for me to get rid of the rims, paint it one basic color, get rid of the whole system shit, get rid of all of that shit, and leave it basic.
Yeah.
More original.
Yeah.
I get more for the car. Well, the sexual market value is the same way. Men are the consumers. Women is the product. So if you trying to get the best bang for your buck, the best thing for you to do is change whatever things that you can change. And you'll be able to get, or better yet, have a sense of what dudes want. And you may be able to get something better than what you're used to getting. You at least have an idea of what it is that you're looking for. You'll be able to sell yourself to, a particular guy. You'll know what guys want. A lot of them don't know what guys want. We know what pretty much women want, but a lot of them don't know what guys want. And every guy ain't going to be the same. But for the most part, we are pretty much basically simple as hell. And if you're not willing to give a guy that, then he gonna look elsewhere. It's just like you when you go get your nails done. You gonna go to wherever, you know what I'm saying, you gonna get the best quality. You're gonna go somewhere. You may spend the money, but you're gonna get the best quality. It ain't no different. It's really no different.
Nah, not at all.
And like I said, men are the consumers, women are the product. So therefore, and the reason why it's set up that way, if you sit back and think about it, again, it's more y'all than it is us. So we are limited. We are the limited. Even if you ball us all up, black, white, Asian, whatever, it's still more of them than it is us. You still outnumber us. So again,
when you say us,
you are the product.
Are you talking about average men or six figures?
I mean, all men, just all men in general, it's still more women than men. That's if you you put women on one side, put men on the other. They still outnumber us, regardless. When you start getting into that, resources, who making money, this, that, and third, your number's really going to decline. And you're going to realize that you can only attract a certain, a certain finance bracket. And for women, most of their shit is going to be based off of what they look like.
So they have to compete. They have to compete with.
They got to be willing to compete to get what it is that they want. But they're going to have to be realistic about what it is that they want.
They want, right.
They're going to have to be realistic.
Because do you think a lot of them high earners? Six figures?
Who?
The 5%? Yeah, the 5.3%.
What, women?
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's more of them high earners than it is us.
Well, I'm saying, go ahead.
It's more of them making more money. I mean, as far as high earners, it's more women making more money than it is guys. Because for one, they got more avenues to make money than us. And that's just the truth. They got more avenues to make money. We don't have as many avenues as they got. That's the reason why a lot of them is able to make more, have more strings of income than the average guy. The average guy, most of him is just broke down to basically working a job.
Okay.
Whereas with women, they got strings, they got other strings, you know, doing hair. You got doing hair, they could be nursing, babysitting, down telemarketing, making phone calls. I mean, they got all kinds of ways to be making money. We don't have as many strings as they got.
Okay.
But they also are the biggest consumers as far as when it comes to buying too, though.
That's true.
So they would need to make that money. It's a lot of moving parts when it comes to that whole, when it comes down to certain things. But like I said, depending on how some of these women look, I mean, if you still don't get it, look at Lizzo. She ain't a bad looking woman.
Hey,
I mean,
hold on, before you get into that, because I was reading this report right here. It said that twice as many men earn a six-figure salary than a woman does. Just 6% of women say they earn 100,000, compared to the 13% of men, according to a YouGov survey.
what's the date on that? What's they dating it at?
March 25th, 2021.
Oh, okay, that's new then. That's a new update then.
Yeah. Basically, 6% of women said they earn 100,000.
6% of women earn 100,000.
Yeah, 6% of women earn 100,000.
What is that for men?
They're saying compared to the 13% of men who earn 100,000.
Oh yeah. So I kind of figured that was the case. More men earn over six figures than women do.
Well, I stand corrected. Point is, I still look at it like I said, but I'm willing to bet. I'm wondering, do those men, them mother probably they already married, got wives and everything.
Yeah, that, and well, you know, them men that had them six-figure incomes, they can have anything. They can have a marriage, the side piece, and
Yeah, most time, you know, some of them do, but just looking at it from that standpoint, I mean, it is what it is. You know, that same dude, like I said, if it's only 13%, that's not a lot.
No, it's not.
It's not a lot. So, but you think about how many women want that particular dude.
Mm-hmm. And it's three times.
But you got these average dudes out here making, you know, that's making less than that, but they don't want those. Because a lot of them feel like they deserve a dude that make that kind of money. But the reality is you would be a whole lot happier just with the average dude. But some of them don't believe that. And you ain't gonna convince them of it.
Yeah.
Well,
when it comes to the high sexual, to the high market sexual value, what are some of the ways that men can increase their sexual market value?
Well, I would think, you know what I'm saying, resources, investing, getting into the gym, you know, trying to really come down to becoming the best version of yourself, learning how to network, work with other men, other high value men. That's really the only way you're gonna increase your shit. That's really the only way you're gonna increase your shit. Because how you look is how you look. You ain't gonna get no taller.
Nope.
Right.
You ain't gonna get no taller. You know what I'm saying?
It go back to the
Certain
little
things you can change.
It go back to the little example I gave about the little nerdy boy in school, you know, that wasn't never good with the girls, having game.
Right. That's the one that became the high value dude.
Yeah, he gets out of school and earns 6 figures or better and got any woman he wants.
Every girl want him. Now every girl want him.
And so what about women? What do they do to increase their sexual market value?
I'm thinking the only thing they can possibly do, like I said, be more polite, start early. Start trying to land your husband early while you in your youthful stages. That's the only way I see that happen. They would have to get into their youthful stages.
Yep.
And then not only that, you got to be more, like I said, feminine, not as masculine. You would have to, you know what I'm saying? You got to put yourself out there. You got to connect.
Being fit.
Yeah, being fit. You got to be able to connect. Like I said, be polite. And be approachable. Those things like that, it's going to make I feel like it's going to make it's going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference. But like I said, a lot of them, it ain't that they want to do, they want the lifestyle. They want the lifestyle and don't even realize how much work is involved in that shit. And being with a guy of high ass status. Because like I said before, most dudes that's in that high ass status, they're not going to be at home. They are constantly working.
Yeah.
They never there. The lifestyle you thought you was going to get is going to be an illusion because he's not ever at home. He's always working because in order to maintain that kind of money, he's always gone. He's always on the run. You know, you got business appointments, trips he got to go on. You already know he ain't going to hardly ever be at home. He ain't gonna hardly ever be at home. So 9 times out of 10, yes, he will have a side chick. 9 times out of 10, he will have a side chick. And 9 times out of 10, she gonna have a side dude.
That's guaranteed.
But see, the rules of the game, the rules of how that works is, as long as he don't bring no kids, as long as he don't produce no outside kids, embarrass her.
No,
and the same thing goes for her.
No diseases.
Yup. And the same thing goes for her. He probably knows that she got a side dude. But the best thing for her to do, she better not let his ass find out. So she better keep it under wraps. That's just the way that's going to play out. It is what it is. Nothing personal, but it is the way it is. So, I mean, like I said, the biggest portion and the biggest problem what happens with a lot of females is they dedicate themselves to the wrong dude. They give themselves to the wrong kind of guy. Mm-hmm. And in the process of when they do that, they end up getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then when they get hurt, they get scorned, they pissed off, they mad at the world. And because a lot of that comes from the fact is a lot of them ain't even taught how to look for a man or how to choose one. Just like a lot of guys is not, like in my case, I wasn't taught how to choose a female. I was building it as I flew it. So yeah, I screwed up a lot picking wrong types of females, bad damn females.
Absolutely.
And you know, that was one of the bad things about what happens when you take the man out the house. And this dates all the way back to, like I said, I think it was the early 70s. When the man got taken out the house, structure got taken out. There's a whole lot of points that got missed. A whole lot of things got taken out. So now you got dudes out here now, they soft as a baby's ass. They overly emotional. You say something to them, they ready to damn pull a gun, shoot your ass.
Yep.
Real men don't do that. We'll step to your ass. We step out there in the street. We handle that shit. It is what it is. Shake hands about it. Go on about your way. But the very guys that you have today that do the stuff that they do, you can sit there and say, "Oh, he daddy won't hit no shit." Well, you was fucking them though. Apparently, you didn't know how to get up off the dick because you kept on getting babies by. At some point, you have to accept accountability for the parts that you played in. That's the one part that nobody wants to accept. It is what it is.
Accountability.
And that shit is like kryptonite.
Nah, it's more they're allergic to the word.
And it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong. Everybody makes mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect. Even they ain't perfect. Just accept the fact, yeah, I screwed up. I shouldn't even move my legs to that motherfucker. Or better yet, you should have made sure that you was using some kind of protection. You should have made sure. I mean, everybody fucks up. It's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. You learn from it. But you don't keep making the same mistake.
Nope.
You're supposed to learn from it.
In.
But motherfuckers get caught up in the moment and don't know how to, well, fucking, hell, it is what it is. You only live once. YOLO. Okay.
I hate that damn terminology.
Yeah, short-term decision, term consequences.
Ass gonna live miserable, YOLO.
Hell yeah, be sitting around miserable as hell.
YOLO.
But like I said, I understand everybody makes mistakes. There's nothing wrong with it. It's part of life. It's what makes you who you are. You're supposed to be learning from your mistake, but you don't keep making the same damn mistake.
But you know, they think we being mean, bro, when we be asking about the dress size. And
it ain't being mean. It's just showing when you ask somebody that, what it does is it's letting somebody know, how fit are you? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you putting forth the effort to go work out in the gym? This is going to work out in the gym. It's going to help you in the long run. It's going to be more beneficial to you.
It's your health.
Right. You ain't got, I mean, this is how I look at it. You ain't got to go and exercise. You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to watch your weight. You ain't got to watch what you eat. You ain't got to do none of that. That's your body, your life, your mouth. What you eat don't make me shit. So therefore, what you need to understand and what you need to realize is you won't get picked. That's all. You will not be good looked at.
And that's how you figure out where you rank at also.
And that's how you figure out where you rank at. Because if everybody's overweight, yeah, let's keep it 100. Most dudes like a girl with a nice ass. Period.
Right.
Point blank. But your ass cannot be as fat as your stomach. Your shoulders cannot be as wide as your hips. So, tone it up. That's all. Tone it up. Them waistbands, snatching the waist. Oh, God. I seen one of them mugs, man, today. That supposed to be Coke bottle. That shit looked unreal. I was like, what the hell is that? I mean, motherfucker waist is like this. I mean, waist like, boom. Then waist come up, she come from a waist, then come out like that. Like a damn hourglass. No, that's an over exaggeration. That did not look good. It don't. It looks almost like cartoonish.
What's that girl, that cartoon name? What's her name?
From Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, I think Jessica something. Look, I understand you want to snatch weight, but do it work it out, watch what you eat, and trim down. I mean, to me, black women have some of the most beautiful body. But at some point, you have to, you can't just eat what you want and think you're going to keep it. It don't work like that. Y'all have some of the banging. There it is. That's that snatch waist. That is not, I mean, come on now. It's not cute. You can have a banging body. See, they came up with her based off of our regular black women. Our women were naturally like that. It's the fact that they just let go and just start doing what they want to do and let it got out of hand. It also lets you know that a lot of them is lazy. All of it is not medical conditions. I'm sorry, it is not. All of it is not medical conditions. A lot of that is the fact is you don't watch what you eat and you just being lazy and you don't want to do nothing. You're not willing to do nothing. You can sit there and look at your whole day and see what you've done all day. What have you done all week?
Stop the count.
Exactly. What have you did all week? What did you do? You know what I'm saying? And some of them will, and many will go as far as to say, well, I ain't got time to go to no gym. Really? Well, I work these many hours. Okay. You can always do something at home. If it ain't not but 45 minutes, there's always room. Because I bet you can make time to go get them nails done. I guarantee you can go back and you got time to get that hair did. Your toes did. Get waxed. It's always time. You just got to be willing to make it. And if you don't make it important, if it's not part of it, then, you know, it is what it is. Ain't nobody knocking you. But don't ask why you can't pull a certain type of dude. Because many don't know what a man wants. You think all he wants is some ass. No, that's not what all of us want. Some of us want more than some ass. And that's just being real.
Especially we seeking long term.
Especially when it's long term. I want to take these long, nice vacations and go on trips and do things with the family. And, you know, me, you, and the kids, we going to Carowinds and stuff like that. Yes, I want my motherfucking old lady to be banging like a motherfucker. I want her to look like she never had 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? I still want her to look good. I want her to look her best. Because you best believe I'm going to make sure I'm going to look my best. I'm going to be in the gym. I'm going to be cranking out them weights. I'm going to be getting in my cardio. I'm going to do what I got to do because I want to look good for her. So when she can feel proud when she say, I'm married. And you're like, well, where your husband at? Oh, that big motherfucker over there. You know what I'm saying? I want her to feel proud. When she see that big son, that big motherfucker over there with that big ass chest, seem like his shit, you know, something look like He-Man over there. Oh. And then, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to be that big. Just in good damn shape. Just in good shape. I can fill out a t-shirt. You can see my silhouette in my t-shirt. I can sit there and flex on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can put on a V-neck and you can see where it's hitting at. You know what I'm saying? You can see my shoulder. You can see my shoulder definition and everything in my t-shirts. Because I'm going to be looking my best. So I want my old lady to look the same way.
Yep.
So I'm not going to push on you when I'm not willing to push on myself.
Exactly.
So don't be mad if I say, babe, you don't have to lose. You need to get in the gym, babe. I'm only telling you this because I care. Because what people fail to realize, the longer you stay in a relationship with somebody, you start to evolve beyond looks. You start to go past looks. But when you're in the first beginnings of that relationship, yeah, it is kind of superficial like a motherfucker. It's superficial like hell. And they know it as well as you know it. It is superficial. But as you further along gets into the relationship, it develops into something else. It's no longer about looks. It's other things. The fact of how she smiles when she turn over in the bed. How she sit there and be like, stop playing with her when you playing with her ass or some shit while she in that sleep. Or you fucking with her damn lip while she in there sleeping. Stop playing. You know, little things like that. You know what I'm saying? You walking in the damn bathroom, she just took a dump. You like, damn, baby, you stink. You know what I'm saying? Those little things. It's little things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, it's done went beyond looks. You past that now. You know what I'm saying? You don't even feel comfortable walking in the house, you know, and her not there. Or she walking in the house and she know that your ass is coming through the door. She know your routine. She know how you smell.
It's hard for you to breathe.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's little things like that because you don't went beyond damn just looks. It's not superficial no more. You know what I'm saying? It's got to a point where it is, if you got hurt on the job and you came out of work, she would not give a damn. Actually, it ain't gonna matter now.
She might love it for real, because she get more.
She'll love it because now you there even more. You know what I'm saying? See, because you don't far be you don't surpass that. You on a whole nother level in that relationship. But first, you got to get to that first level.
You got to get to that level.
Yeah, you got to stay in that first level for a while. And see, during that first level, you're building something within that first level.
It might take years for you to get past that first level.
And then that's the key, and a lot of them don't get it. And if you choose wrong, guess what? Your ass in trouble.
Yes, sir.
That's the reason why it's certain things that you need to look at when you are choosing guys and when guys are choosing women. You know what I'm saying? Because if you choose the damn wrong one, you're gonna be in a waste of time and years on somebody that won't even work. And that's what normally happens to a lot of females. They choose the wrong dude and they spend all this time with him thinking she gonna change him and realize that she can't change him.
Nope.
And then now she's scorned and she's bitter because she's spent too much time on the wrong damn dude. Because she didn't know, because she herself is scared to admit that she didn't know how to choose a man.
Yep. And if she
chose the wrong one.
And if she has a good man, like, that's actually doing a lot for her, you know what I'm saying, as far as like making sure she's straight, like make sure she eat, you know what I'm saying, taking care of, you know, cleaning her house and stuff like that, and, you know what I'm saying, looking out for her, you know, as far as like if she have any kids, look out for her kids and stuff like that, and she willing to throw that away.
Because some of them think they can do better, or either they done got bored. They forget, when it comes to a marriage, I'm going to be honest with you, marriage is not all about excitement. I'm sorry. It gets boring. Point blank. That whole thing, well, you supposed to make it? No. That's just how it look. It's like this. You're going to have exciting times in the marriage. But for the most part, it's going to get boring as hell. There ain't no excitement, and a lot of people is seeking excitement and this, that, and third. You think about people that's done been together 30 and 40 years.
Excitement gone.
Excitement been gone.
Them niggas sleeping in a different room.
And I'll tell you one thing right here. I was talking with a client, right? And she said she'd been married for 60 plus years. And I was like, she was like 62 years, and I was like, you gotta tell me the secret. You just gotta tell me the secret. And she was like, it ain't no secret. He get on my nerves.
Right.
That's exactly what she said to me, yo. She's like, it ain't no secret. He get on my nerves.
But she love that man though.
Exactly, and she'll do anything for that man. And
it's vice versa for him. See, a lot of people don't understand what it takes to get to something like that. It ain't about boredom. It ain't about excitement. It's about motherfucking y'all together. Each day is a different day. You know what I'm saying? You go out to eat. You do little things like that. Because even if you was to narrow it down to going out to eat, going on vacation, at some point, you're going to sit there and be like, you done been here. You done been there. You done ate here. You done ate there. How much more excitement do you need? Because after you know, it's just like sitting here when you first get with somebody, y'all going out on dates. If you go out on a date every weekend. How many places you gonna run out of?
Plenty.
After a while, it's gonna get boring to you.
It sure is.
It's gonna get boring because you done ate everywhere. You done been all throughout Danville. You done been towards Chatham. You done been to Lynchburg. You done been to Greensboro. You done been to Raleigh. You done been to Durham. My question gonna be, how much more excitement is in going out to eat? It's gonna get boring, just like with Christmas. You bought her this year. You buy her that year. You buy her this the next year. You bought her. You don't be bought so many different gifts. You're gonna be trying to figure out.
You be like, how
many flowers can you actually buy?
How can I top myself from last year?
Right. You trying to wreck your brain because you want to keep her happy. And you're gonna go out of your way. After a while, you be like, damn, what the fuck else can I do? You know what I'm saying? Because when you done been with somebody for so long, you done bought coats, hats, scarves. You done bought shoes, cars. I mean, you done did all the like, damn, what else is there you can possibly do? You just gonna run out of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, marriage is boring, period. You supposed to be enjoying each other's company, knowing the fact is you ain't gotta sit there and go through the shit that your single friends is going through.
Yep.
Pogo jumping from dick to dick. You ain't got to go through that. You know who your baby daddy is. The same one you've been with for the past 10 years. You ain't got to go through that stuff. And I'm just keeping it a damn stat. You ain't got to go through this. See, a lot of people don't take into consideration. They keep looking at what they don't have and don't take time to focus on what they do have. You focus on more or less, well, they doing this. Okay. Think about what they ain't done did. You done did things that they ain't even never thought about. You done been places that only some of them could ever dream of.
Mm-hmm.
You need to start thinking about, all the times and the good times that you and your man sharing. Just sitting outside on the porch, looking at the stars, just having small talk. Or just laughing at, dumb shit. Little things like that.
Small things.
The small things, because a lot of times you seem to forget. Because you get caught up in every damn thing else. You forget, how this man was, he came to your house and he brought you cars and flowers because he didn't know what to bring, so he brought it all. And you looked at him like, damn, babe, it is not Valentine's Day. I just thought I wanted to bring you some candy and do. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that. I mean, a lot of people just seem to forget, marriage is about, even if you ain't got to want to get married. You just want a long relationship. A good, healthy relationship. You ain't got to get married. You just want a happy, long, strong relationship. Cool. Because not everybody may not want to be married. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you just want a strong relationship, cool. But it is what you put in.
Yes, sir.
It is what you put in it. And if you don't put no real work behind it, then it ain't going to be about nothing. And if you don't have a good understanding about that, your relationship can be a lot stronger than what it is than looking at everybody else's shit. Stop living your relationship through other motherfuckers' eyes and live it out through your own eyes.
Yep.
You'll find out your relationship is a lot stronger than what you think it is because you ain't got the same problems that everybody else got. Stop inviting everybody else's problems into your shit. Your relationship probably lasts a lot damn long.
Man, that boy fit.
No, because some people tend to do that. Because somebody else is going through some shit. Here you bringing in their shit. Y'all ain't got that problem. So why is you worried about it? Don't bring that damn negative energy into your shit because now you and your man got problems. Y'all been doing things a certain way, and y'all done got this far. Keep doing it that way. Don't. Your single friends will keep your ass single.
Allah,
Misery loves company.
it showed Joe.
Because 9 times out of 10, as soon as, see, keep in mind, those same single friends have been around the whole time that your man was there and all the stuff that he did. They sitting back secretly wishing like, hey, they had somebody to do the same thing with. And as soon as you dump your dude, don't be surprised you get an inbox. Don't be mad to get an inbox. It's going to start off as a secret.
Don't be
Between y'all two.
don't
And then guess what?
don't be jelly.
3 months down the road. Well, y'all ain't together no more, man. Hell, if you don't want him, I thought you got you a new dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They didn't realize they were secretly hating on your ass because they wanted what you got. And you threw your shit down the toilet to get something worse than what you had.
Yes.
Now you mad.
And a man spitting.
Don't be mad. Just accept it. I fucked up. I know now not to bring them bitches back in my shit.
Hey, look, it's about that time to wrap it up.
Yes, sir. It is.
Definitely been a good conversation, man, on the sexual market value. So, ladies and gents, if you're trying to go after a certain person and you can't get them, and you're wondering why, I mean, it's typically because of where you fall at in the sexual market. So we've pretty much, told you the things that you need to do in order to enhance, which is self-improvement. Take care of the little small things like grooming, of course, hygiene, your mating intelligence.
And some of that stuff you should already know. Like grooming and hygiene. Come on now.
Hygiene, man.
Come on now.
Hygiene is the biggest thing, yo.
Man, because I sit there and had conversations with dudes and I had to, what I'm saying? Like, dude, you got all this plaque and shit, right there. How you sit up there and hold a conversation with a motherfucker? You got all this yellow shit baked up and caked up all up in the cracks of your damn teeth. I said, I hope you ain't eating no pussy. Because she gonna get her a damn hysterectomy. Ooh. Oh, like, damn.
Like, for one
Clean
thing,
that
like,
up.
for one thing, like, I should, with your mouth being closed, I shouldn't smell your breath. Like,
Right. Damn, dude, like, come on, dog.
like, if your mouth is closed, I shouldn't smell your breath.
Smell your breath. Like, ew.
That's
Maybe
It's
it's that.
down. Body odor.
body
Maybe-
odor.
Family Dollar selling soap all day long.
They got-
No excuse.
They got all types of deodorant. Like,
Body scrub, anything.
soak your ass.
Swim that motherfucker. You can't. That's another damn thing. God, you cannot take a shower every motherfucking time you get in the bath. You got to soak sometime. You need to sit in the tub sometime.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take a shower every time you get ready to damn clean yourself.
And for
You
real,
cannot take a shower every time you clean yourself.
and for real though,
Soak your ass.
you need to soak in the tub, and then take a shower after. We don't.
Yes, soak your ass. Then take a damn shower. Don't be afraid to use a damn scrub pad to get all that dead skin and all that shit in there and get in the crack of your ass. Because no girl wants to suck your balls and you got dingleberries hanging out the crack of your ass. You some nasty motherfuckers, man. Some nasty motherfuckers. You should have learned that shit when you was a child. When your mama wash your ass. No excuse for it. Get you a scrub. Get you one of them loofahs. You can get a loofah. I don't give a damn. Get in the crack of your ass. Such that shit up. Get in there real good.
And when you
get some
bathroom, make sure
yes.
make sure
Get
some of them dude wipes.
dude wipes, wet wipes, baby wipes, any of them. As long as it's wet, get that shit and wipe your ass.
Don't try to just wipe 2 times and think you good. No.
Right.
No, don't.
Open your ass cheeks up and get in there. Because some of you motherfuckers, like I said, it don't make no sense. Your draw, you trying to sag your pants, you got shit stains. That's why women be sitting there looking at y'all motherfuckers like, oh, he's a nasty motherfucker. Like, and then you talking about trying to get a girl to suck you off. Man, are you serious? Cut that shit out. Get you some mouthwash.
Thinking booty little boy.
Gargle, rinse, repeat. Gargle, rinse, repeat. Then you brush.
You need to
Rinse,
teeth.
brush again.
You need to brush your teeth for at least 10 minutes.
Man, some of them motherfuckers, I'm like, I'm sitting up there saying, and then he must be trying to hold conversation with you. I'm like,
Yep.
motherfucking nose hair stinging like a motherfucker.
Hey, yo, that's the look. Sometimes I'll be doing like this. I'll be like, and if I
What
ain't
you trying to say?
if anytime I'm
No, man.
around you, that mean your ass stink.
Bruh. You mean to tell me your old lady let you come out like that?
That's
Come on now.
That's man or woman. Anytime you smell, if I smell you, I'm gonna be like this. I start doing like this. Yeah, stink.
Tic Tac.
Damn pocket.
Oh, I keep me some Wrigley's somewhere. I don't give a damn. I done damn had so much of that shit, man. I go to the laundromat, forget to check my pocket. That shit be falling out like a motherfucker.
Yep. I'll be doing that too.
Like, damn, I forgot I had this damn gum in my damn pocket. I done fucked up some damn gum. Done washed it and every damn thing.
Should have balled up with the
I be
rapper.
bugging on some of these damn. And then, you know, skin treatments. Take care of your skin. Get some facial scrub. You know, not everybody. Pay attention to the facial scrub you use, because not all facial scrub is created equal.
No,
Some facial scrub will take the oil out of your skin. You don't want to take all of the oil out of your skin. And then if you got the type of skin that produces a lot of oil, it's certain facial cream, facial wash you use. I don't use soap and water. I use a facial wash. Because, like I said, I like my skin to be soft and smooth. And see, that's the reason why I never get razor bumps up under my neck. No matter how many times I say, I never get none. Because it's the fact is of how I do my shit.
I need to figure out what you be using, cause
See, what I do is warm water. I just use straight warm water, and I use my facial scrub. The moment that I shave anything like that, I get this shit from Walmart called Skin Tight. It's kind of like alcohol, but I clean that shit up. I'm running it out all up under there, because all that's happening when you get them bumps, it ain't nothing but damn dirt.
mm-hmm.
Or your hair follicle done turned in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why you wet your face with warm water first before you shave. Then after you shave, you put that Skin Tight on that shit. You will not get them bumps. You will not get them bumps.
I mean,
Oily skin is what produces them motherfucking acne and pimples and oily ass skin. You can get, like I say, get you some facial wash. You ain't got to get the most expensive shit in there. Just get you a good facial wash, pat your skin down, and get you some light lotion, facial lotion, and put on your shit. Because the skin on your face is thinner than the skin that's on your arms and chest and body.
Mm-hmm.
So that motherfucker gets a lot of exposure. So you have to change that shit.
You need that facial lotion too, instead of putting like regular body
Right, you don't use body lotion on your face, because the lotion that's in your body, the body lotion got a lot of oils and shit in there. And if your damn face produce oil, you don't want that. That's the reason why I don't get a lot of bumps and shit like that on my face. It's because I use a facial wash. Kevin Samuels talks about that shit too.
Yeah.
He'll tell you about facial wash, different facial washes that you can use for your skin. Oh yeah, that's important. That's the reason why I say, even if I don't get a haircut, I got trimmers to keep my shit trimmed up and edged up until it's time for me to get a haircut. Cause when I step out, I don't want to look like anything. I got so many different colognes now. I got a cologne for daytime use, nighttime use,
Yep.
winter use, summer use. I
Hey,
got that many.
hey, speaking of colognes, bro, you gotta
Hell. What you got?
man, you gotta
What you
check out
got?
you gotta check out that Savage Elixir, man.
I had seen that. Oh, don't worry. I get. You know why who I deal with now?
I ain't got the first one. Is it?
You ain't get the first of all.
Nah, bro. I don't like the smell of that shit.
Man. What?
Nigga, please. Nigga, please.
What?
Nah, I don't like it.
Bruh. Darn, he don't know, boy.
Get a nose. What's wrong with you, bro?
That shit was
Mm.
shit is lethal.
Nah,
Savage.
nah.
That shit is lethal, bro.
Nah, I got something to top that.
What's that?
That cologne I was showing you, bro. The white and gold junk.
That
That-
Al Shabbat.
That Mason something. I forgot how to pronounce it, but it's Mason something. That
Oh,
junk.
this shit more than your rent.
Yeah, the one that costs almost $300. That one.
Shit, it's up there with that damn Creed, ain't it?
Yeah, Creed Adventures.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of them colognes that cost like spending like that shit, yeah.
They said it's better than that Creed though.
Mmm.
I gotta see. You gonna have to text me the name of it so I can go and
That
check it out.
that cologne that I showed both of you, the from the Indian junk.
That Al Shabazz.
Yeah, that junk better than all of them.
See, that's what I want too. I
And
definitely
what's the name of that? Y'all gonna have to send that to me again because I gotta.
remember, bro. You said the one you seen in Greensboro. Because remember when I said the
Yeah, I was in Greensboro and I was in there,
Yeah, that one better than all of them junks.
and it's called Al Shabazz.
Yeah,
Al Shabazz luxury.
yeah, the Al Shabazz luxury.
It's a French.
that junk top of the line, bro.
It's
Top.
a perfume.
That parfum.
I'm gonna have to check it out then. And but see, because I know for the stuff that I looked at, you can only get it from them.
Exactly. You can't get it from no. Trust me, I ain't been in their store. You can't get it in no other stores, and they even tell you they're just like, yeah, we can't get our hands on that. That's over. They like that's over in India.
Hey, yo, bro, why I'm thinking about it too, man, because you got that YSL for me. When you get a chance, slide in our spot, man, and let me know if they got that that elixir, that Savage Elixir.
I'm pretty sure they got it.
Well, if they do,
I'll go tomorrow and I'll let you know.
yeah, if they do, I'm gonna hit the cash out.
Yeah.
I need that.
But, actually, if you go ahead and get that, then I'm gonna just use that that 30% and get that YSL. And go ahead and
I believe I already know what damn spot y'all talking about sliding into.
it's
Look,
actually,
right, bro.
three of them. It's actually three.
Uh,
It's actually three of them. Concord Mills got two of them in there, and then Charlotte Premium Outlets Mall got one too. Well, actually, Charlotte Premium Outlets Mall got three in there, if I'm not mistaken, and all of them got discounts.
no, my place it's got discounts too, but it's online.
I know what you're talking about.
Who am I talking about?
Not the place. I'm talking about they do have a whole lot of deals online because that's you buy it from the wholesale price, right?
Yeah, I'm buying direct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
Most of those websites, like the product that I got, it's I think I paid like $70, $80 for. You online for like $48.
Yeah, I found a site where I can get a lot of that shit. I can pretty much get anything that I want. The only one I haven't found is that
That Al Sabad, you ain't gonna
yeah.
get that online.
Yeah, I already figured I wasn't gonna be able to get that because that's some exclusive shit. You gonna have to go straight to them and get it.
Yeah, you got to go to them. You said, let me see, Savage Elixir.
Savage Elixir.
Man, I'm gonna see what it smell like. See what it's hidden for. I'm pretty sure they got it though. I'm gonna go tomorrow and check.
That's a 2 ounce. Man, shit, ain't nothing. I got 2 ounce. All my shit, all
think
my shit is big bottles.
I think that's the only thing they got it in right now. But they want
Really?
155 for that joint. Yeah.
55 for that thing though.
I might check out my sites then. See if they
Yeah,
got it.
it just came out. I doubt if you find it in cheaper than that. But if you do, that's all I'm saying.
But like I say, I'm a cologne connoisseur because I got all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I got a lot over there.
Man,
I got all kinds of shit. I mean, I got shit everywhere. That's all I can tell you. I got shit everywhere.
I got some in the car.
I got so much, man. Sometimes I be scared I'm buying some shit that smell just like some other shit. Cause I got so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I am. Shit. I pick up on so much from Dolce & Gabbana to YXL to
Yeah.
Barge to fucking Invictus. And then I got
Jimmy Choo.
Yeah, that Jimmy Choo.
I like that Jimmy.
I was thinking about getting some of that.
Oh, hey, y'all smelled that new Citizen though? Citizen Jack.
Sound like a members only cologne or something.
Well, it's oh boy.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Is that Clinique?
where
That orange bottle right there.
orange bottle. Oh, now I got that shit. What's the name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I thought it was that Clinique. I was like, yo, he got that old school good smelling cologne.
Man,
You got that cooling water out there?
I got a long time ago.
What's that?
Issy, what's that? Issy, what's that?
Issey Miyagi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Issey Miyagi straight.
That man, I got so much shit, man.
I see you got my 1 million right there.
You got that 1 million.
I see you got my 1 million right there.
I see that.
You know, you had to get that Prada in there, boy.
Oh yeah. yeah, I got that Prada Carbon over there.
Is that Versace?
Is that Versace right there?
Yes, it is. We know what that is.
Oh, that's the Chanel right there.
Yeah. Like I said, most of my shit is all big bottles. Just one small bottle. And I ain't even out of that yet.
Oh yeah, you got that Versace. See the one I got, man. I got some other shit, man. I got so much shit. I got shit in the other room. I got shit everywhere. I got shit every fucking where. I see.
I got so much cologne, man. I got shit everywhere. And I got some on the way.
Damn.
This guy.
Like I said, I got to go back and look because, like I said, I be like testing shit. Especially if I get a deal on it.
Yeah.
Especially if I can get a deal on that shit.
Hey, you got that thing about that coach?
Huh?
You got that new coach?
That's the one I got on the way. That's the one I got on the way.
Yeah. He got that new coach.
Yes. It's on the way.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I got a site that I go to. I get all mine from. And I get nice deals on that shit. And then even better deals when I order more than one kind.
I'm going to pull up and
get better deals when I order more than one kind. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
get out of here.
Yes, sir. It was definitely a good live, man. Appreciate everybody that came in, and of course, anything else y'all got to say, man?
No, not really. All I say is for all the ladies, if you don't understand it, you can look it up for yourself. And if you don't understand SMV or still, if you didn't get a clear enough understanding from us as we explained it to you, you can look it up for yourself. I mean, we ain't got no reason to lie to you or cap to you. Just go and look it up for yourself and you'll find out exactly how it affects a lot of the things that you deal with.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to add, bro?
Yeah, appreciate everybody for coming out. Sexual market value is a real thing. Like I said, you can look it up. You know, that's how things are put into perspective. I Out of that, man, yeah, self-development, continue to focus on yourself and improving yourself, making sure you're the best version so you can navigate through this life and get whatever you want out this life. 'Cause that's what we doing. So
Absolutely.
that's all.
Yep. Well, we're gonna go ahead and head on out, and of course, um, we'll definitely open talk this week. Hopefully, we shoot for Wednesday. If not, it might be Thursday. So we'll let y'all know on that, and then we'll go from there. And peace, everybody.